All right, today we're going to do something a little different. We are mapping out an entire universe of people, and it all centers on one person's special day. So let's do a deep dive into Shira's world. You're going to want to see how all of this connects. You know that feeling, right? You're at a party, you're trying to explain who's married to whom, who's whose cousin, and suddenly you're thinking, man, I wish I had a whiteboard right now. Well, guess what? Today, that's exactly what we're doing. We're building the ultimate family map, and believe me, it is quite the web. So, first things first, let's meet the person at the absolute center of this galaxy, the star of our show today.
Everybody, meet Shira Holland. She is the gravitational pull for this whole incredible family. And when she's not busy keeping her universe in orbit, she's a medical student over at the University of Tel Aviv. So yeah, not just a beloved daughter and sister and wife, she's also on her way to literally saving lives. Talk about a full plate.
Okay, so every universe has a core, right? A hot center. Let's start there and look at Shira's immediate orbit, the people who really form the foundation of her entire world. And where do you start? With mom and dad, of course. Here we have her parents, Shmuel and Shahana Holland. They're the starting point for the entire Holland side of our map. And get this, they're not far at all. They live right nearby in Jaffa. Now keep that little detail in your back pocket because location, it's going to be a really big theme in this family story. And rounding out that inner circle is her husband, Eyal Goodman. Now his name is one you'll want to remember because he's not just in the core, he is the bridge to a whole other side of this family galaxy that we're about to explore. All right, so we've got the core established. Let's zoom out one layer to the next orbit, Shira's sisters. This is what we're calling the Holland sibling constellation, and this is where things really start to branch out. First up, we've got her sister Hadass and her husband Elchanan. And boom, here's where our map suddenly goes international. They've got 3 kids, Amit, Mayan, and Yahel, and they are the family's official overseas branch, living all the way out in Thailand. What a contrast to that tight-knit family hub back in Jaffa. Okay, next up is sister number 2, Yael, and her husband, Yotam. And talk about a complete 180 from Thailand. They bring us right back home. They have a daughter, Naomi, and they live nearby in Jaffa, just like Shira's parents. So you can already see this family has these deep local roots, but also this amazing global reach. And rounding out the Holland sisters, we have Mikhail and her husband, Matan. They're also keeping things local, living right there in Tel Aviv. So that puts them in the very same city as Shira, which I'm sure keeps that sibling bond super strong and super close. Okay, deep breath. We have successfully mapped the Holland side of the family. Now, let's flip the script. We're going to travel through that wormhole created by marriage to the other side of Shira's universe. It is time to meet the Goodmans. So at the head of this branch, of course, are Shira's in-laws, Jackie and Michael Goodman. They are the patriarch and matriarch of the entire Goodman crew. Now, let's get to Yael's sisters. First, we have Ariana and her husband, Alon. And they have a bustling household with 3 kids of their own, Alicia, Avia, and Kedem. They're all living in Talmond, which, by the way, is also where Jackie and Michael live, so you can see another one of those strong family hubs forming. Next up, we have sister-in-law Savannah and her husband, Mikael, and they have the newest little star in this entire family galaxy, their baby, Lev. So welcome to the universe, Lev. And finally, we have the 3rd sister-in-law, Kiara, and her partner is, hang on a second, her partner's name is Ayel. Whoa, hold on. Did I just read that right? Another Ale? You're kidding me! Okay, well, this family map just got a little bit more complicated, and honestly, a lot more fun. And this slide right here perfectly illustrates our little predicament. So just to keep us all sane, here's your official cheat sheet. On the left, we have E.L. Goodman, our birthday girl's husband. And on the right, we have, well, E.L., Kiara's partner. You just know holiday dinners must be interesting. You shout E.L. and 2 heads whip around. That's fantastic. All right, now that we've met the entire crew, and most importantly, we've sorted out our aisles, it's time for the grand reveal. Let's put all these puzzle pieces together and take a look at the final family map. And there it is, the official roster of Shira's universe. Just look at it.
You've got the Holland Core there in Jaffa and Tel Aviv, the amazing international branch out in Thailand, the Goodman Core holding it down in Telmond, and all the incredible families spinning off from there. It's really a beautiful, sprawling web of connections.
So here's the bottom line. After we map every parent, every sibling, every partner, every single niece and nephew, what do we end up with? A grand total of 26 people. 26. That is a whole universe of people right there, all in Shira's immediate family orbit, all celebrating her today. That is seriously impressive.
You know, when you really look at the whole picture, from those close-knit hubs in Jaffa and Telmond, all the way across the world to the family in Thailand, you realize this isn't just a family tree. It's a living, breathing, global network of love and support.
So from us and from all 25 other people in your personal cosmos, we want to wish a very, very happy birthday to you, Shira.
And for everyone else watching, this whole exercise kind of leaves us with one final thought, doesn't it? Take just a second and think about your own world. Who's in your inner circle? Who makes up your constellation? Just how many people are there in your immediate orbit?